All right, y'all. Welcome to another episode on Actrespreneur TV. I love you, ATV gang. Thanks for joining me. And if you're new here, thanks for joining me with your cute self. Okay, so I when I lived in LA, I did a lot of work when I was in LA. Let's start there, okay? I put in work. But when I lived in LA, I had the opportunity to be on a Steve Harvey show and meet Uncle Steve. And apparently I take that opportunity for granted because I try not to brag about things I do and brag about my successes. I don't like to be that type of person. And plus I know there's people who are jealous of me for like following my dreams and following my heart. So I try not to brag too much. But I went to like one of those millionaire meetings, when people get together and they're like, hey, we're a bunch of like-minded people. We all want to be millionaires. Let's get together. So I went to like one of the millionaire meetups and I met Tiana Von Johnson. And she was just asking me like, what's your green apple? In a basket full of red apples, what's your green apple? And I was telling her like, well, okay, I could talk about my past experience. I worked with Steve Harvey. I was on Southside. I worked with Vic Mensa, Big Sean. I was just rattling off stuff like it wasn't nothing. She looked at me, she was like, girl, you did what? Like, yeah, my resume runs pretty long, and I don't even think I take the time to stop and appreciate myself for all the hard work I put in and how good my resume looks and how much further I'm going, because I always have anxiety. But anyway, yeah, she was just like, that's something to talk about, that's your green apple. When you present yourself as an actress, like you worked with Steve Harvey, you were on Comedy Central. And I'm like, yeah, but I don't want to brag. She's like, see, I get that all the time. It's not bragging, it's branding. And I'm like, perspective. Okay, girl, that's why we're here now. We're millionaires. So I'm going to react to me being on a Steve Harvey show. And it's available. I know I found it on Facebook. Everybody, when they seen it, it's like, oh my God, I see you on Steve Harvey show. This was in 2019 when I did this. And it was called What I Taught My Daughters. And as far as I know, that was a new segment he had just started. Because Steve Harvey got like 12 different shows. So yeah, to my knowledge, What I Taught My Daughters was a new segment. I'm not sure if it's still going on. I just know it started in 2019 and we were on like one of the first couple episodes. I don't think it was even that many episodes in. So less than 100, less than 50, less than probably 10. We were in there. And it was a great experience. Like, I just knew I was booked for the Steve Harvey show and they gave me this cute ass outfit that I wanted to take home, but I couldn't keep it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, we were pretty much it. I keep like downplaying it. See, I downplay myself. I need to speak more highly of myself because I'm a great person. Come on. And I have a great resume. Come on. But it was a great experience because before the episode, before we recorded it, we were able to sit with Steve Harvey, exchange energy, meet him, talk to him a little bit. And Steve Harvey is like, I'm not going to say exactly who he is on TV, but you know how he gives out advice and wisdom and stuff like that. That's what he was doing to us on set. He was just giving us advice, wisdom, and he really gave me uncle vibes. So that's why Uncle Steve sticks. Like, I'm going to title this My Moment with Uncle Steve. And I was like one person away from him. Like, it was me, and then it was like a girl, and then he was like right there. So, and he kept looking at me in my eye. He was like, I know you my niece. And I'm like, I know you my uncle. But he definitely inspired me because he was just talking about millionaire shit. He was saying how he had all these shows and he told us keep going. And although that episode specifically was about relationships, he still gave us like millionaire mindset advice. And I really thank you, Uncle Steve. I really appreciate you for that. But yeah, we're going to watch this episode. Hopefully I don't get like a copyright claim. I don't know. YouTube be weird like that. But yeah, we're going to check out the episode. We're going to see me. And I'm going to react to it.
Relationship with my boyfriend for 12 years.
For the
when
second
we
time.
first started dating, I had a son from a previous relationship. After maybe about a year, I started seeing some red flags here and there. When I was about to make that
I'm in the pink, y'all. I'm in the pink with my natural hair.
Out of that relationship,
I'm so cute.
I found out I was pregnant, so I stayed. We now have 3 kids together. I haven't left because I don't want my kids to have that void that I had of not having my father.
And her story was crazy, actually.
I'm stuck. I feel stuck.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a bad person. I mean, I work full time. I'm going to school to be a better person to provide for my kids.
No, I'm just kidding.
I'm not, instead of him building me
it's
up,
the waterworks
he's bringing
for me
down. I mean, I've invested 12 years into this relationship. Honestly,
12
my heart doesn't want to
years.
let go, but my head is telling me, yo, snap out of it. You know, like, snap out of it.
Who in here ain't picked the wrong one time?
We all picked the
Now, when
wrong
you
one.
pick
Raise
the
your
wrong
hand.
one time, and it lasts for 12 years, it's time to unpick him. Now, listen to me. Let me help you with a couple things.
There go my
First of all,
friend
you
in the
said
audience.
You don't want your kids to go through what you went through and have a broken home.
I know she's talking
Kids
about
would
sad stuff, but it was a lot of great
rather
people
be
there in
from
the
a broken
audience
home
and on
than to
set. It was a
live
lot
in
of
a broken
women.
home.
It was a women's segment. You see me clapping? Oh,
Your kids know you're unhappy. They would rather be in a house where this guy wasn't in it and seeing their mama smile again.
mm-hmm.
They'll
Your
be
kids
fine.
know. Kids know.
Ladies, take the blame off yourself.
I'm talking
Men
like I was
really,
there
really
again.
good at
Oh,
that.
I remember this.
Making you think something wrong with you. Oh, real men don't really operate like that. But you got so many men out here from these broken homes. You got so many men out here that ain't had a father figure, that didn't tell them what real men really do. That real men buckle down. That real men meet a woman and put her on a pedestal and treat her like a queen. Real men get taught this.
Even watching this again, I'm just, like I'm seeing it again for the first time. I've seen this a couple times, so like I'm reacting for like the fifth time, but still.
12 years in.
Yeah.
But let me ask you something. If you've been in a relationship
For
for
12
bad
years,
years,
do you want 12 bad more? A word. Look, there go me. I was yelling. I said, "Let it go, let it go, sis." Let it go.
Once you get so many red flags, y'all ought to sew them all together, tie them around your neck, and fly your ass out of there.
Look, that was me reaching for the mic, man.
Your
I was going.
kids are the big thing for you, and I was that kid.
She
My mom had
intercepted.
6, and she stayed. But I promise you, Steve's 100% right. We would rather come home and let you two be separate and watch my mother be happy, because I would have killed for her to just leave.
Mm-hmm.
Cause like you could
She had great advice though, so rightfully so. She intercepted the mic. Good job, sis.
We know,
Yeah.
and we always will.
They do.
We do.
And I was right next to her, so it gave me some camera
First of
time.
all, we don't want 12 more years of that. So the way to not have 12 more years of that is to get out this year.
Mm-hmm.
Take your kids and go. Let me ask you something. Do you have some friends that would help you? I bet you got one of your girlfriends that been told you to leave 100 times.
Yep, because we all got them. We all got them. Y'all really watching this, like I said again. Because, man, the energy on set was just
come over here and sit next to
unmatched.
your girl
Unmatched.
right there.
And it was real. It was real because we know a lot of stuff on TV is staged. A lot of reality TV and sitcom shows and talk shows, they're staged. But not everything is staged. Like, this was real life.
You told her that?
She really had a story. She really came there for some advice. And, I mean, they put it on TV.
300 times.
I appreciate Steve, though, for giving the women a segment to just talk about our feelings and then his toxic masculine, no, I'm playing, but a man just, you know, talking to us from, giving us a man perspective. Look at me. You could see me. Like, I just stick out like a sore thumb. I told y'all, I was one person away from Steve, and y'all see me reaching for that mic, but the big girl intercepted, and I'm not mad at sis, because she got on that mic and she said a word, okay? She came through like that was a script or something. She was, okay? I wish I got her information. I definitely meant to, like, swap info with her before we left set, but I didn't get the opportunity to. So, sis, hopefully you see this. Hit me up. Follow me on Instagram. I'm going to follow you back. But, you got to comment so I know to follow you back, because I get a lot of creeps following me, and then they want to DM me. It's weird. But anyway, I tried to say something on the mic, but at the same time, that was like, sometimes I could be shy. Like I said earlier, I downplay myself. So I was scared I was going to say some stupid shit on the mic anyway. So I'm kind of like happy I didn't get the mic and fuck up the episode. But I'm happy I had the opportunity. It was a lot of women on set. The energy was unmatched. A lot of femininity flying around in the air. I really appreciated that moment. I met some really amazing women. I even ran into people that I haven't seen in a while, and ran into some old friends and things like that. So it was a good time for sure. I wish I got on the mic and was able to say something, but like I said, I'm shy anyway, so I'm just glad to be seen, and I was glad to be one person away from Mr. Steve Harvey, okay? And even after we were done filming, filming didn't take like, what, maybe up to 4 hours, 4 or 5, maybe 6 hours we were filming it. Even after we were done filming, Steve, he was still talking to us, giving us advice, kind of like a cool down. We had a warm up of his talk in the beginning, and then the film, and then at the end we had like a cool down. So he was still talking to us, giving us advice. And even though I didn't get the mic on camera, I was able to talk to him after and ask him some questions and just connect and relate. So it was a good time. It was a good experience, you know, sitting there with a legend, one of the greats, Mr. Steve Harvey, old bald head at, no, I'm playing. I know he did comedy too, so I'm gonna roast his bald bean head ass. But it was a good experience. And one of the things he said, he was like, if you had 12 bad years, do you want 12 bad more years? And I was just like, wow, oh word, that stuck with me. Because I know I've been stuck in some shit longer than I needed to. And I've been dealing with friends for like 10 plus years. And man, it didn't click then in 2019 when we first filmed. But now in 2021, after quarantining and going through all this pandemic stuff and, you know, staying at home, dealing with ourselves, our own demons, facing ourselves, and spiritual awakenings, healing, all this stuff. That kind of, it clicked this year. Like some things you hear a long time ago, it don't click at first. It takes a while. You gotta resonate. It takes a while to resonate. You gotta meditate on it, or whatever the case may be. But it clicked for sure. It clicked for sure this year in 2021. It took me 2 years, but I was looking at some 10 plus year buddies, and I was just like, I don't want 10 plus more bad years. Don't get me wrong, every year ain't bad. There's some good moments in between. But when the bad start outweighing the good, that's when you gotta cut them off, let it go. What he say? Tie up all the red flags together and fly out of there. And that's what I did. Once you see too many red flags, it's time to go. But yeah, so that is me reacting to me being on the Steve Harvey show. It was a short segment, but it was a good time. And I'm glad that I was blessed to have that opportunity. For surely you guys will see me on many more shows. Maybe I'll find something else for me to react to and stop being so shy and downplaying myself. If you haven't already, go check out me reacting to the time I was on Comedy Central Southside. Although I think Southside's not on Comedy Central no more. Somebody bought it out. So it might be on another network. But when I first did it, it was on Comedy Central. So go check that out, me reacting to that. Also, go check out me reacting to being in Vic Mensa's shelter video. And if you see me in something else and you're like, I want you to react to that, tell me more about the experience, send it to me. Because like I said, I've been in a lot of shit. I've done a lot of shit. And there's a lot more shit to come. So I don't catch everything. But I know I'm getting myself out there. And that's it. Thank you for joining me here on Actresspreneur TV, gang. I love you guys. Thank you for supporting me and joining me on my actress journey and all of my other crazy journeys, my ghetto road trips and all that crazy stuff. Tune in, y'all. Make sure you follow me everywhere. I am Actresspreneur on all social medias. If you need some merch, check out my website. I do make custom merch. So if you want your face on a hoodie, a shirt, a hat, a cap, I got you. Also, if you want to see how I do my acting and do what I'm doing on this little journey, while I'm over here downplaying myself, I got a lot of wisdom and advice to share with you. So go on my website and check out Actresspreneur Acting Academy, where you can take my classes and learn some tips and tricks on how I navigate through this crazy entertainment industry. I love you guys. See you on the next episode. I don't know what that was. Did y'all hear my heater come on? This thing is annoying. God, it be fucking up all the sound.